Hi, I'm Tom Nolle, President of CIMI Corporation, and I'd like to talk about vampires. Vampires are something that a lot of people are afraid of, a lot of teenage girls swoon over, but I got news for you. There are no vampires. Also, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but there's no tooth fairy. Furthermore, Google is not going to supply high-speed internet. The latest announcements that have talked about Google's supposed plans to get into the business of supplying internet at 100 times the speed of the current offerings is just nuts. Google could never ever get into that kind of business. Wall Street would take their stock down to a nickel a share. The fact is that what Google is doing here is the same thing that Google has done in the mobile space, the same thing that Google has done in the handset space. What they're up to is trying to change the business model of the internet through coercion. Google wants high performance connectivity. Google wants everyone to believe that high performance connectivity is possible. Google wants other people, other competitors, to believe that someone else is going to offer high performance connectivity. But just the fact that you run an experiment for super fast fiber to the home doesn't mean you can make a business of it. It doesn't mean anybody else can make a business of it either. This is not a problem that's going to be easily solved, the problem of high performance connectivity to the internet. The interesting thing is that the FCC is trying to solve it at the moment through hearings and trying to establish what a reasonable expectation for speed is. Now, at one level, Google's being unreasonable, as I already said. They're trying to create a model of the internet that at 100 times current levels of performance is not sustainable. On the other hand, they're shaking the tree. When you shake the tree, things fall off, things happen. And in that regard, they're doing something useful, because there is a danger in an industry that is trapped by capital-intensive activities and giant players that people are going to become stagnant. Google doesn't want to see that happen. I don't want to see that happen either. So in that regard, I've got to take my hat off to good old Eric. Thank you. I'm Tom Nolle.